what we will try and do is we're going to get more information on Griffith College, more information on study in Ireland, more information on post-study work permits and stay back options in Ireland. Hello friends, this is Mr. Modi again from Edugo Abroad. Today we've got very charismatic Mr. Luthra. He's the Director of Admissions at Griffith College, Ireland. So what we will try and do is we're going to get more information on Griffith College, more information on study in Ireland, more information on post-study work permits and stay back options in Ireland. So let's start with the first question that I have from my students. So first question, sir. First of all, I'm really sorry. Thank you very much.
Oh well, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Bhargav, and I thank Edugo Abroad for inviting me to this lovely city of Ahmedabad. So you can shoot your questions.
So first question is very simple, sir. So can you please let us know and my friends more about Griffith College?
Well, first of all, I'm very honoured to work as a Director of Admissions from the past 10 years with Griffith College. Griffith College was established in 1974 and it's been almost 42 years with a population of about 7,500 students in our Dublin campus, and we have three campuses. We have a premier campus, which is a 7-acre campus in Dublin, and we have another 5-acre campus in Cork, and we have an urban campus in Limerick City.
Three campuses?
So, well, three campuses. So we are based out of the three major cities, Dublin being the capital cities, Cork being the second largest, and Limerick being the third largest. So we have our campus everywhere. So we have different nationalities which study at our campus. We recruit across from America to Japan, India being a very priority market for us. We have about, out of the 7,500 students, we have about 1,800 plus as international students, and we have recruit from 93 different nationalities. So it's a good mix. Students really feel good when they come to an international campus, and they look forward for different nationalities in the same class. So they think out of the box when they're engaging themselves to the different nationalities. So it's a very good mix.
Thank you. So yes, we understand it's the college has three campuses, one in Dublin with 7-acre, then there is a campus in Cork which is again 5-acre, and there is 3-building campus in Limerick as well. Now sir, we also get a lot of queries regarding campuses. What I mean is, what are the accommodations? What are the options with other facilities like sports? Because students from Gujarat, they are also into a lot of sports, and their parents, they are worried about their kids accommodation.
Well, we have a students' union which takes care of the holistic development of all the students. So whether it's sports, whether it's especially sports like soccer, we do have a small Indian cricket team headed by the Indian students. So students who can enjoy cricket can obviously avail the facilities of the student union and talk where they can actually play and everything. In terms of soccer, we are very strong. In terms of the internal activities, we actually always tell our students to perform and regularly contribute to the extracurricular activities. So our students' union is very active. So if a student has a bright idea in terms of culture or bringing cultures together, we're very proactive in that. So students, as I said, since we have so many nationalities, so students really enjoy the campus and the different facilities in every campus which we have. So we don't have regular cricket fields or something, but we are doing well in sports and other curricular activities. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, about campus, this is good. But what if the country doesn't offer a lot to Indian students? So what do you have to say about Ireland as a country to offer to Indian students?
Well, Ireland is very receptive and it has always extended its warm welcome arms, and especially the Irish government is very excited to welcome all Indian students, and particularly me. I've been recruiting Indian students from the last 10 years, and I've probably, if not less, I would have recruited in a few couple of thousands. So every student is quite happy because the culture of Ireland and the heritage of Ireland is great. People are extremely friendly. I mean, in many countries you feel that there's a language problem, and that's the biggest advantage of Ireland, that being an English-speaking country, the first hindrance which they don't get about Ireland is that we all speak. It's 100% English-speaking country.
It is indeed, yes.
So the people are warm. The country is welcoming Indian students. So the feel factor of the students is great. The moment they come into Ireland, they feel very international. Not like many other countries where, and from an Asian perspective, I would say that we have a lot of influx of Indian population or Asian population. So they feel there's a good mix in terms of the country itself.
Wonderful. So this is one way of the offering. Of course, it is very much needed, the culture, the overall environment the student will get. But the second part of it, as a student, they would want to know what are their post-study work rights, will they be able to apply for PR? So does country has any offering on those parts?
Well, let me take it step by step.
Okay.
Let's not jump into conclusions,
Sure.
basically. Ireland, as I said, is welcoming students specifically for a student coming on a study visa. It's very important for all students to add, he's coming on a very valuable visa that he's investing in his education. So the first thing is Ireland is into degrees. We are into bachelors, we are into masters, and other universities are into PhD. So we are very proud to say that we are into serious education, in providing excellent with academic excellence degrees. Then yes, students are also, as per the European Union law, students are allowed to work part-time. Mind you, it should not hinder their education at any point in time, because as Griffith College and Irish education, we're strict with the policy of you're coming for education, so education is first. So, but you're allowed to work 20 hours per week and 40 hours during vacations. It's healthy for a child or a student basically to get some financial or some mental independence, which would probably create a reference for him in the near future when he's applying for a sort of a job in the near future if he gets an opportunity. Now, coming on to the post-study, the Irish government, again supporting the Indian subcontinent students and students coming from all over the world, has come up with a policy that they would allow the student to stay back for 2 years.
2 years?
Yes, 2 years at the back, because this is giving some breathing space behind the program. If you've done a master's, you of course would like to get a European experience, and you can't get a European work experience the next day you exit from your college. So they've got this 24 months, say something like 18 months to 24 months for breathing space. Our career placements office is very strong in suggesting to students to different career pathways or opportunities available. So the government is supporting in giving a breathing space of 24 months. And yes, once within that 24 months, if they get an opportunity of getting a full-time employment, they convert them into a work permit. The long-term residency stay is based on the graduate employment scheme. If they're paying taxes on time and they're over the benchmark of the minimum wage rate of Ireland, about 30 grand, yes, they can put in an application to the government for long-term residency, but that's all subject to the jurisdiction of the government to approve or not. But yes, as a protocol or a procedure is in place from coming into a study visa and possibly getting into the opportunity of work and possibly getting into long-term residency statuses. But that's all subject to opportunities available and availability with the government.
Okay, so there is a clear pathway from study to get settled in the country as well. Yes, of course, it is subject to the jurisdiction as well. We understand that, but there is a certain path to it. Now, in my previous questions, you have already answered a lot of queries for my next question. Okay, so now we have finished fall 19 intake, and we are getting applications for spring 2020, which is Jan-Feb 2020. Now, students also do have a lot of other options. Other countries where leaners could be USA, Canada, or any other European countries maybe. So, apart from what you have mentioned, or maybe you just have to streamline point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I get what you're saying,
So why students should consider Ireland as a first priority in compared to other countries?
Well, I wouldn't say consider it as a first priority, but I'll say why Ireland? Why come to Ireland? First is the culture. The first thing is that the English-speaking country, in comparison to the other European countries, of course, a student wants to choose a country which, India is a great country and almost English is a second language. So when he resonates with a country which is basically an English-speaking country, he automatically adapts it very quickly. Language is the biggest barrier. Okay, that's the one biggest advantage. Then the second is opportunities. I mean, at the moment, Ireland is welcoming students, or rather, students have positioned Ireland over other countries which are our competition, because after the completion of the courses, there are relatively more opportunities when it concerns IT, pharmaceutical, aviation, financial services, to a lot of the extent, management services. So there's a big demand of companies wanting to hire a good quality of intellect. So that is the most important to a parent, specifically from the subcontinent and especially from India, that what is my return of investment? If I'm doing a 1-year master's, am I getting a degree or am I ending up in a diploma? Most of the countries you end up in a diploma.
So now let's come back to IT and pharma industry. Specifically in this part of India, in Gujarat, we have a lot of IT students as well as pharma students, and they are looking forward to have a fantastic career abroad. Okay, so as a country, as per my knowledge, Ireland has a lot of things to offer for these two verticals, but we would want to know more about that.
But not only Gujarat, my friend, if I would talk about the entire India, if I had a nickel for every time I said pharma, IT and management, I would be a millionaire by now. Which means particularly I have inquiries for all these three sectors, and that's what the matchmaking is so brilliant about India and Ireland, specifically from a student point of view, that we're the global headquarters for over 3,000 IT companies. 19 out of the 20 pharmaceutical giants of the world are in Ireland. Research companies in turn, and aviation is doing huge. 50% of the leasing companies of aircraft are basically in Ireland, and this gives a boom to a lot of financial services and management. So the opportunities are huge. So if I were a student and looking into the four verticals of business, financial services, IT, pharma, I would say Ireland could be possibly be the first choice of students, and it actually makes a lot of sense, because not only from Gujarat, other parts of India, pharmacy and IT, we as Indians are becoming the largest research-based facilities, which Ireland is right now, and which United States was earlier. So as a global headquarters or a EU headquarters, Ireland is doing very well in these four verticals, and welcoming students to join the programs.
Okay, if you don't mind, I also have one more questions bridging the alumni of Griffith College and this vertical. So, any alumni students from Griffith College are working with any of the IT giants or pharma giants?
Well, I can't reveal the names because it is per the data protection laws of Ireland, but apparently we've got a very successful ride from 2017-18 and perhaps 19 too, where we've assisted students in placing them in different IT companies and major corporations in terms of the IT and pharma. Griffith College enjoys quite a large satisfaction from students. And students can Facebook about us or probably Insta about us and talk on the social media. And today's world, where the world is on your palm, it's not difficult to get information.
Of course.
And just to underline one fact, that Griffith College is very proud of its graduates and alumni being very well placed in different parts of Ireland, in different companies, and in different parts of the world.
Thank you. So now we have talked about Griffith College programs, life at Griffith College, Ireland as a country, what it offers,
immigration policies,
immigration policies, everything. Now, it is a very important question for all our friends who are watching us right now. What is the visa and admission process? How is it?
I think I must compliment the visa office. They're doing a very fine job. We're highly satisfied with the visa office, specifically with the applications turnaround in a quick turnaround time of about 3 to 4 weeks, which is phenomenal. Or looking at the overwhelming response which Ireland is getting right now, and on record, a big thank you to the visa office. And in terms of the application process at Griffith, we are fairly quick to make a decision. So if you have a complete application which is sent to myself and my team or to the faculties, we take the decision within, say, 4 to 5 days from a first offer to the last offer level, which means particularly from a conditional offer letter converting them to a final say, yes, you're admitted. So the process would be, for a complete application in terms of days, would be something from 6 working days to 8 working days. That's fairly quick.
So that's admission. So overall admission will take maximum 8 to 10 days. And then you're saying the visa will take max 3 to 4 weeks. So altogether, if I have to safely put a number, will it be about 1.5 or 2 months?
Well, roughly about 2 months plus, because if sometimes students don't complete the application both at admission stage and the faculties are a bit busy and can't look at the application right on time, and the visa office is always very overwhelmed and with applications. So I would say the fair estimation would be something like 3 to 4 months, looking at everything put together.
Okay.
It all depends upon timing, subject to the response, and on top of it, I would always suggest to plan early ahead. You know, the parents need to get ready. Consultants like yourself need to support us in explaining to the students specifically in the visa process. If the student need to know about the visa process, they can always Google and go to the website of the Irish government. It's very descriptive. It's very informative. And consultants like yourself who've been sending us students can always help them supporting an application. So, putting a number to it, I would say 3 months to 4 months.
I think that's again
fair.
Yeah, it's below par or just at par with other countries as well.
Yes.
So,
but we are very fast actually. Let's put it this way. I would like to say that.
Okay. One more query on the admission visa part. So, students, do they have any interview to face?
Well, this is a completely embassy's protocol or discretion, I would say.
Okay.
This is not nowhere where I can comment. But we've seen that the decisions are generally made on the file, on the merits of the file. But apparently, this is a completely visa office's decision. If they would like to come talk to the student on the phone or call him for an interview, I don't think so. There's
still statistically, yes.
Statistically, yes. We've not seen many interviews happening, so students could be relaxed. But I would say, again, coming back to consultants like yourself, you should understand the protocol, the guidelines, and the procedures of the visa office. You should be in touch with us and other universities. What's going on with the visa protocol? I'll probably follow it up with the embassy, and I think it's a fairly streamlined process. And again, with this interview interaction, I'd like to thank the visa office for being so streamlined at the moment, and God bless them.
Yeah, perfect. I think you've answered all my queries and mostly queries from my friends as well. I think let's just sign off.
Thank you so much. It was great interacting with you, my friend, and thanks again for calling me to Ahmedabad. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Next recruitment.
So,
friends, thank you for watching us. I think we've covered all your queries with regards to Ireland. This is Bhargav Modi signing off from Edu Abroad with charismatic Mr. Luthra.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Thank you.